warning of a shooting that involves police in central Pennsylvania. CNN's Jason Carroll is following this story for us. Jason, this is just in. What do we know so far?
Well, Casey, we're trying to gather as much information as we can. There's very little at the moment, but this is what we can tell you from what we've been able to gather so far. 2 people seriously injured, this according to emergency officials who are there on the ground in York County in a place called North Cordis Township. They described it as a police incident. The emergency director from York County just gave a briefing a short while ago. He said the following. He said that an emergency call came in at around 2:10 p.m. this afternoon. He said numerous law enforcement responded, EMS responded, the Pennsylvania State Police are currently investigating. He took no further questions after that, Casey, but he did go on to say that the situation is, quote, evolving. This is an area, a rural area in central Pennsylvania down there in York County. Again, 2 people seriously injured in a shooting that involved police. Now, the emergency management coordinator is there on the scene, again, describing it as an evolving situation. Again, a call that came in at around 2:10 p.m. Schools in the area, K through 12, have been told to shelter in place as a precaution. The governor there, Governor Shapiro, said that he is on his way, says that he has been briefed on the situation. But again, the emergency director from York County, who gave a statement during a briefing just a short while ago, again, not taking any questions, giving very little information. But again, from what we've been able to tell you so far, a shooting that involved police, 2 people seriously injured, being treated at this time. This after an emergency call came in at 2:10 p.m. Pennsylvania State Police currently investigating. As soon as we're able to get you more information, we'll be certain to bring that to you. Casey?
All right, Jason, thanks very much for that. And I do want to bring in Charles Ramsey, former police chief. And Chief Ramsey, this, of course, some difficult news. We've got the governor writing on X, Governor Shapiro, that he's been briefed on the situation. He's on his way there. Now, again, these details are just coming in, so we want to be careful, but that obviously would give you a little bit of sense of the potential severity of an incident like this. What does it tell you?
Well, exactly that. I mean, the fact that it's still evolving means that it's not totally completed yet in terms of whoever's responsible for this. My understanding is it is a shooting. So there's either a search going on or they aren't quite sure if they got a single person or more than one person. But as you said, the fact that the governor himself is heading that way tells me it's very serious, whatever it is.
Can you talk a little bit about, Josh Campbell reported that they had schools in the area locked down here. What might that tell us, and how would you interpret that if you heard as a law enforcement official that this was a step they were taking?
Well, that's a precautionary matter. If it involves a shooting, a suspect, it makes probably still at large since they have the schools on lockdown. That's just to keep everyone in the area safe. So I wouldn't read too much into that. It's become, unfortunately, pretty standard protocol. Whenever you have an incident occur and there's a school nearby, you automatically contact them and ask them to go into lockdown mode.
All right, our thanks to John Carroll and Chief Ramsey. Thank you very much for jumping in here for us to talk a little bit about this. Appreciate both of you.